Hello, Detective Ryan. My name is Donovan. I'll be working under you in this case. This is the case file. Well, Donovan, nice to meet you. So let me look into it. A woman was stabbed on Tuesday and was bled to death. There were 3 people in house other than her. Good. It happened around evening 7. By the time the ambulance came, she already passed out. Alright, Donovan, this is what you gave me. I want to start investigating here. I want to start with the husband of Mrs. Martin. Can you call Mr. Martin for me, please? Alright, so we'll be on it. Alright, good day, Mr. Martin. My name is Detective Ryan. Can I ask you, where were you when your wife was murdered? Detective, I was hanging out with my friends after work. Oh, good, Mr. Martin. So who was at home at that time when you were not around? So, Detective, there were 3 people in the home: a nanny, housekeeper, and my mother-in-law. But anyways, Detective, you know I'm feeling terrible. I still have to get out of the tragedy, so might not further answer any of your questions right now. Please, if you excuse me, may I leave? Oh, definitely, sir, you can. But before you leave, may I know which specific friend you were hanging out with? Cause I heard from your office that you were not so friendly with the co-workers and you were not even part of this Tuesday hangout club. Oh, Detective, really? What's your problem? You think I killed my wife who I allowed to the car? And you know what, I'm leaving now. Done with your detective crap. Alright then, sure, sir. Officer Don, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me Mr. Martin's whereabouts on the evening of murder, please? Can you elaborate what actually happened with him on that night? Sure, sir. The murder happened on 6:50, as reported, and 7 nanny goes to her to tell her she is leaving. Her shift is done, but finds her stabbed and informs police and calls the ambulance, and the husband left the work at 5:30. It's just 30 minutes drive to his home, and he says he hung out with a friend. That happens to be true, sir. He took a large cash withdrawal near his office and was waiting at a restaurant near his office, which is very suspicious. He waits in the restaurant for nearly 1 hour, and nearly at 7:20 a person comes to meet him. No clear footage on restaurant camera. What we know, after a long wait, he just walks with the person for 5 minutes, leaves the place, goes to home. He finds out about the wife. He goes into shock and goes to the hospital. That's all it, sir. Wow, thank you, Donovan. Interesting. Seems like he has a perfect alibi to not to be a suspect, but who might be this person who he met? Still on it, sir. We don't have anything regarding it yet. Well then, Officer Donovan, I'll take a leave for today. We'll continue it tomorrow. But sir, it's just 6. We close at 7. Oh, come on, don't be so punctual, Donovan. They just pay us $2,000 a month, huh? Am I kidding? Don't worry, I'm just kidding. I'll do case study at home. Have a kid to take care of, Don. Alright, sir. See you tomorrow. Next day. Oh, what a day, Officer Donovan. Good morning. Can you please ask the mother-in-law to come inside, please? I want to start my investigation. Sure, sir, will do. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, detective. Well, ma'am, sorry to ask this. I see that you have been diagnosed with cancer 6 months ago. How's it going? Well, detective, I have done some chemos, but they have given me date next month. Oh, so sorry to hear that, ma'am. How is your relationship with your daughter anyways? Oh, she is a sweetheart I have. But on her day of death, I regret having that conversation with her. I want to know what exactly happened that day. Well, doctors told my time is near and the next month will be my last days. So I told my lawyer I want to sign all my properties and wealth and give it to my daughter on Tuesday. He said the papers will be ready by Tuesday. And then when Tuesday arrives, the papers are ready. I'm ready to sign. But I just wanted to inform my daughter about it. And I called her to explain it, and she was like, Mom, I'm very happy about this, but I want just half of it and write the other half to nanny and housekeeper. I got mad. I yelled. She also yelled at me. This is the first time we yelled at each other, officer. We had such kind of conversation. She wanted me to write it to nanny and housekeeper. How could I do that? She was like, Mom, I told nanny I promised her she was going to quit this Tuesday. I promised her I'd give her a big gift, Mom. Don't disappoint me. That's what she said, sir. But I just couldn't do that, officer. The last conversation I'll have with her. Oh, very sorry, ma'am. Can I know at which time this conversation exactly happened and ended? It ended around 5, officer. Alright, thank you for your time, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. Damn, the one definitely is going somewhere, ain't it? Please call nanny to come inside, please. Ooh, nanny. Also call that's Rita Gomez. How are you doing? Thank you for asking, officer. I feel very sad. After the loss of Mrs. Martin, I couldn't recover. Rita, also known as nanny, why did you want to quit work all of a sudden now? Aren't they paying you well? Nothing like that, officer. Had to do with some family issue. My mother was ill. As I see, Rita, your mother was sick from a long time. Yes, officer, she definitely is. She has diabetes. But what happened was before the incident happened, she fell off the stairs and it resulted in a trauma where it resulted in to cut off her legs. She couldn't walk again. My mother was taking care of my son when I'm not around. But now I have 2 people to take care of, so that's when I went to Miss Martin to quitting. But then Miss Martin wanted me to work until Tuesday. She requested me, and I couldn't say no. And she even appointed someone to take care of them for these 4 days. Such a kind-hearted person she is. Oh, really, nanny? Okay, what happened on the day of murder, please? Well, Tuesday it was around 7. I wanted to go home saying my goodbyes, but I haven't thought it would be my final goodbye. I just found her stabbed, and she was bleeding and she was unconscious. And I just screamed in shock, but it was too late. Alright, Miss Gomez, you can take a leave. Donovan, what would you think? I don't know, sir. Everything matches the timeline here. Alright, cool, Donovan. Just call the final one. The housekeeper. Housekeeper Alice, nice to meet you. Can you explain what we're doing on Tuesday? Well, I was working as usual, washing dishes. I heard a door slamming sound, probably Mrs. Martin. That was the first time I saw her angry. She was angry about something I didn't know. And at around 7, I heard a big scream. Rita did, and I went and I was shocked. Still in the shock of what I saw. So can you tell me when did you leave? Ambulance came around 7:05, sir, and I went with ambulance. And Rita left immediately at 7 because the nanny Miss Martin appointed to work for Rita will go off from the work at 7. Oh, thank you, Miss Alice. Miss Alice. Donovan, can you tell me what Rita's mother-in-law said when she was back on Tuesday? So she says she was back around 8. Wow, what's the actual time from Mrs. Martin's place to Rita's place? It's around 15 to 20 minutes, sir. Even if delayed, the maximum would be 25 minutes. Interesting. What's the time for her to walk from home to cafe where Mr. Martin was waiting on Tuesday? Around 15 minutes, sir. So she left home around 7 and Martin met her at 7:15 and Martin probably withdrew a huge amount of money to give it to her as he hired her to kill Mrs. Martin. Can you check up with Mrs. Gomez, wondering if she has ever saw any man coming around near their home? Will do, sir. Give me some minutes. Yes, sir. She said the man used to show up at the outside of Mrs. Gomez's place in Nice, but she wasn't able to see his face. Good. But I just need one more proof to prove this my theory, right? Donovan, can you help me find the camera footage around the whole area, from Mrs. Martin's place to the cafe where Mr. Martin was waiting, and let me know if Miss Gomez is connected to any of it. Will do, sir. Few weeks later, Central Prison. My name is Donovan. I came here to meet him. Okay, sir, again. Well, hello, the most renowned detective in the world, Mr. Ryan. How is it on the other side? I still can't believe you did this, Ryan. But I have to agree, you are a genius, though.